It's Patrick, founder of Screenplay app, the app for student screenwriters. Every week I pose a question or comment to all you screenwriters out there and see what's inside that creative head of yours. Let's begin. What is one screenwriting formatting rule that you always ignore? Let me explain. You should know by now. If you don't, I'll tell you again. There is no such thing as a screenwriting rule. There is no committee anywhere. There's no Supreme Court justices that's deciding what are the rules of screenwriting. Nope, there's no screenwriting rule. You write however you want to write. Keep in mind, though, there will be people reading those screenplays, and those people reading those screenplays, they're used to reading the screenplays a certain way. The scene heading is always on the left-hand side. It's always capitalized. The characters is always in the middle, and the dialogue is right under the characters' name, and the action lines under that, and so on and so on. Those are like the basic screenwriting rules, but I'm talking about other things. I give you some examples of some things where most writers do them differently. Bolding. Scene headings. Sometimes I read screenplays where the scene headings are bolded. Some writers have said this is for aesthetic reasons. They feel that it reads better if the scene heading is bolded. I've read screenplays both ways. I don't think there's a difference, honestly. Again, it's the writer's preference. Also, too, character names. Some writers that introduce characters for the first time are capitalized. Some writers decide to introduce characters for the first time not capitalized. Other writers keep the character's name in all caps throughout the whole screenplay. Other writers keep characters' names bolded throughout the whole screenplay. There's many different ways you could have your character's name shown. Yeah, I read a lot of screenplays, and I used to worry about that. I used to worry about, oh, should my screenplay look like this? Should I format it that way? Because I've seen so many writers do it so many different ways. Now I'm totally fine just doing it how I want to do it, as long as I keep with the basic that readers, those gatekeepers come to expect. If you're rich and you want to produce your own screenplays, then you probably just don't care. You could write however you want to write. Keep in mind, though, there are still people that's going to be reading your screenplays. Another thing is flashbacks. Some writers where I've seen flashbacks where the writer puts flashback in the beginning of the scene headings. I've seen flashbacks at the end of the scene headings. I've seen flashbacks without scene headings at all. Yeah, there's so many different ways. And do dialogue. If you don't know what do dialogue is when people are talking over each other at the same time. I've seen that done where a writer writes a character name / then another name, and then under that they just have them talking. Or the traditional way I've seen it is a character is on the left-hand side, another character is on the right-hand side, and the dialogue is under them, and they're talking at the same time. There's many different ways to format a screenplay. I am curious to know, is there any one of those particular things that I just mentioned that you don't do? And if so, why? You could go crazy trying to figure out what's the right formatting. There is no right formatting. You do how you want to do it. As long as you tell a beautiful story, that's all that matters. That is our question for this week. Now let's see your answers in the comments below. If you're thinking about writing your first screenplay, go to your favorite app store, download Screenplay app today. The link is in the description below. Remember to always have fun writing. Fade out.